shine with our sweat and blood.
For over 3 decades, a dream to have a befitting government house and governor's lodge in Anambra State remained unfulfilled. Today, Governor Gov Soludo, CFR, has broken the 34-year-old jinx. He has embarked on a monumental journey to transform the state governance infrastructure. The site houses many buildings and is located near the legislative and judicial building of the state to form the 3 armed zones. This is Solution Footprint, and on today's episode, we will be taking you around the new government house where Governor Gov Soludo is building a monumental building that will last for decades. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Join me.
In the heart of Anambra State, a monumental construction project is taking shape, a brand new government house and governor's lodge. As cranes tower over the skyline, we delve into the vision behind this grand initiative, an architectural masterpiece and its implication for Anambra.
The state of Anambra is strong and will be getting stronger as the years go by. It has to be that state where the citizens, if they choose to go anywhere else in the world, it will be by choice, but not under duress. To build a livable and prosperous homeland. And we are armed with 2 major documents as our compass. Our manifesto, the People's Manifesto, and the other one, Anambra Vision 2070. Thereby, we are set. If you go to where we're having the Anambra Government House Governor's Lodge, you'll come to realize we are determined that as in the Anambra, we're about the only state that I know, I don't know any other, that was created about 33 years ago, where the governor lives in a different town and the capital is in another town. Where you still haven't got a functional government office or governor's office. In the Anambra, we will break that if it's a course. After 33 years, Anambra is about having a befitting government house and governor's lodge here in Awka.
The existing makeshift government house has struggled to keep pace with the demands of modern governance. With outdated facilities and restricted access, it was evident that change was necessary. 34 years since its creation, Anambra doesn't have a befitting government house and governor's lodge. In fact, while the current government house was a construction yard for the contractors that handled the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway, the present governor's lodge, which is not even located in Awka, the capital city, but in another town, was designed as chief judge's quarters.
If you look around, you see that this place is a community of its own, seated in over 22 hectares of land. And if you understand how this place was about 2 years ago, you will now come to realize the fact that this administration had done what anybody can tag an impossible thing.
This is a jinx that has been broken by Governor Soludo in less than 3 years in office. The peculiarity of the choice of location for the new government house and governor's lodge project is such that it makes the 3 armed zone concepts complete. The state and federal secretariat complexes, the state and federal high court, state judiciary headquarters, House of Assembly complex, Dr. Alice Ekwueme Square, all complement the decision to erect the project in the location.
This site is a masterpiece. In short, we call it
a government house city. It's the best of its kind in the whole of Africa. The construction is superb. The design, we did the conception initially when the state was created, but it was abandoned since the time of Governor Anambra. And since that time, this area has been desolate, has been a wilderness until the present government of Gov Soludo came in and he said no, he wants to transform this area, because we call it the, like in conception, in any government headquarters, you have the 3-arm zone, just a replica of what you have in Abuja. You always have the central focus, central area, we call the Ikweme Square, and all these government facilities rotates around the square. In this case, you have the House of Assembly, you have here this site where you have the government house and government lodge proper, you have the judiciary headquarters and the administrative headquarters, which is the State House of Assembly, making it a complete unit of a headquarter. So like you can see for yourself, when the present governor came in and said he wants to continue with this project, we are thinking that he's talking like other governments, but he did a wonder. If you look at it, we say it's one of the wonders of the century. We have never had that a governor commenced a project of this magnitude and complete it within his tenure.
The project, which sits on over 22 hectares of land, houses 32 buildings, including the governor's office and residence, other government offices in the main building, the deputy governor's office, workshop, clinic, fire service station, residentials, 1,000 seating capacity amphitheater, among others. It has over 3 kilometers internal roads and a perimeter fence of over 2 kilometers with security infrastructure.
You can look at it. There are some things that you don't need to talk about much. If you look at the building, you know that it is well designed, and that is what we're putting on the ground. And if we give you the 3D, that's exactly what we're putting on the ground.
So this is something that can last for a lifetime.
Exactly.
So
this is 100 years, over 100 years project. Yes.
So can you kindly tell us when the project will be done?
As a matter of fact, we're leaving here next month, February. Because the commissioning, that's why you see a lot of things going on here simultaneously, very fast. The landmark project for Governor Soludo is something that if you don't have mind, you won't be able to do it. He's a great man, and having been working for him on this project, he's a talk and do president.
Governor.
I mean governor rather.
Okay.
But we're looking at that.
Course,
yes. He's a talk and do governor.
Yes.
And by the special grace of God, he will start working here, and the whole Anambra people will come here to see him. It's a dream come true. A solution governor. Anything he sees that is a problem, that's where he puts his head, and he gets it solved.
Can you kindly tell us the duration of this project? When it was commissioned, and now you are saying that you're leaving the project by next month?
We came in here September 2022 or so. Yes, so we are barely 2.5 years, and I think in as much as there has been challenges in between, it has been surmounted, so we're on course. Like I said, we're leaving here next month.
From the testimonials of Anambra, you can feel the excitement in their voices. They are actually happy with this monumental project by Mr. Governor. Of course, the state is on its path to greatness. Do not go anywhere, because more awaits you on this beautiful story of the new government house and governor's lodge in Anambra State.
As the foundation begins to rise, so too does hope among the citizens.
There is no government without government house which is complete. It is very important that there should be a government house, a befitting government house. And that's what Anambra has come to put in place. I would say this is the right time Awka started as a place. It is when God wants it to happen, it has happened. Now Awka can boast. Soludo has come. When he came, he put all these things into true perspective. They are in their right positions now. Anambra saw it as a responsibility to open up all the things that will make Awka proud.
The new government house promises not just a physical structure, but a symbol of progress and revitalization for the community.
It's a wonderful history that since the creation of Anambra State, Awka has never had a good governor that affected Awka as a city. Awka has been the capital of Anambra State ever since the creation of Anambra. But Awka has never felt the sense of capital city. It's just a glorified village that Awka has been until the era of Professor Soludo, our current governor. In fact, it's a God sent to Awka people. I don't know, maybe we'll have to make inquiry whether he has a relation in Awka, whether his mother or grandparents have affiliation in Awka, because the type of love that he's showing Awka people is unprecedented. Never had it since the creation of Anambra State. We will not start only with the government house. That this is I call it Las Vegas. Call it Las Vegas. That's what I call it, Las Vegas, because I toured around and I have seen what he's doing there. Other things that he has been doing in Awka. I am from Agulawka, Umanaga precise, and ever since Awka has been, if you come to Umuabu, you see some flood are taking over people. But I don't know how Professor Soludo managed to do it. In fact, the road passed in front of my father's house, and I was looking for opportunity to say, Professor Soludo, thank you for this great work that Agulawka have seen. Wonderful thing, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Nobody has ever remembered Awka in this manner.
The construction of the government house is not just a boost for the government, but a catalyst for economic activities. Local businesses, from hardware suppliers to catering services, are benefiting from increased demand.
Worked with Jordan for like a year and 2 months, and I'm being paid. I'm a weekly earner here, though some other people earn monthly, some earn daily, but I'm being paid weekly, and the money they are paying me has been helpful to compare with other places I've worked before now. So I'm being paid on a weekly. It runs my bills, house rent, feeding, and every other stuff I have to do with money. This is one of the biggest projects you can find in Southeast. The governor is really doing well. I thank him for giving us the opportunity to participate in what is happening today. Thank you, Solution.
The new government house is also being constructed with sustainability in mind. Features such as solar and green vegetation, among others, are integral to the design, promoting environmental stewardship for generations to come.
As you can see, we are building to last with the state-of-the-art infrastructure. We have over 40 buildings here. We are building something that will stand the test of time. I mean, you can see what we have underground here is even what we have above ground. The underground, the water hydrant system, the cablings and all that, the fire infrastructure, the security, the CCTV infrastructure. You have a control and command and control facility here. What we are building is something that in 50 years' time, the people of Anambra will look back and say a very big thank you to Governor Chukwuma Soludo. My background is in civil engineering, and I've seen a bit of projects around the country. And for me, the quality I see here and the speed of execution, the efficiency, ordinarily this is a 4-5 years project because this is a mega project. But we are doing this in less than 3 years. So for me, I think, for me, I have to thank Governor Chukwuma Soludo very profoundly because he's hands-on, he puts us on our toe. And every professional you see here, his eyes have their eyes on the ball. And many thanks to Governor Chukwuma Soludo.
Governor has a certain kind of thing he looks forward to see, especially the quality and the functionality of the government house. He continues to hammer on this. So each time he comes here and probably see that there's some gap, he brings it up and we just discuss about it. He tells us exactly how he wants. For example, when he came in here, he wanted this fountain, or rather the coming of the approach of this place to be in a certain way. And when we look at it technically, we revert back to him. He will look at it and agree or still disagree. So we are doing everything, in connection with him, solving the problems when the need arises.
Once completed in a few weeks, the new government house and governor's lodge will stand not only as a place of governance, but as a hub for community engagement, cultural events, and a center for dialogue between the government and the people.
I must say that what I have been shown by His Excellency the Governor is one of the most impressive developments of the Governor's Lodge, the Governor's staff, the synchronization of this area with the judiciary and the state assembly, the three arms of government, required a very visionary planner. And I must compliment His Excellency Governor Soludo for being that visionary planner. He seems to have thought about every possible need for the state governor and the state government. And as I have seen, the buildings are meant to last. I cannot see a future governor of Anambra State needing to build anything more in terms of the residence and in terms of the offices of the governor. The amphitheater that I've seen is tremendous. I am used to seeing amphitheaters that would accommodate 250 to at the maximum 500 people. But what I have seen here is one that will accommodate 1,000 people. That is an extraordinary amphitheater. And I would like to congratulate Governor Soludo and his administration for being so minded to lead this vast construction as a huge legacy of his administration. Because I can well see that in the years to come, these buildings will continue to serve the needs of every governor of the state.
Through you also to the rest of the Anambra and
and to the rest of the world. We have to build to last. And finally, a 33-year-old Jinx of Anambra not having a government house, not having a governor's lodge, not having the fitting place even to hold, state banquet and so on and so forth. In the next few weeks, when we'll be moving in here, all that jinx will be broken.
As construction continues, the promise of a brighter future looms large. The new government house is set not just to serve as a seat of power, but as a resilient symbol of hope, transparency, and community engagement.
I will tell you one other thing about here. It is going to be the greenest in Africa. And if you like, I will even say that from the look of things, Anambra is going to attract carbon credit from this lodge, because if you get to the back of this governor's lodge, what you will find there is orchards, the type we have not seen anywhere. And then you go around, you see that everything is green. That is the kind of government house and lodge we have today.
This is just the beginning. In the heart of our state, we are building not just structures, but a better tomorrow for all. With all these groundbreaking achievements, Governor Soludo has indeed implanted his legacies in the heart of the people. Today, he is known as Mr. Builder, Mr. Fixer, Mr. Jinx Breaker.
Amazing! Indeed, this is a landmark project built with high-quality materials designed to stand the test of time. Governor Soludo has etched his name in the history, and the Anambra are proud. We await the commissioning of this project, and that's it on the show today. Join us again next week for another interesting edition. Follow us on our social media handles as Solution Footprints on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and Solution FP on X, formerly Twitter. My name is Chidimma Oranwa. Ndivai Kemesian.